So let's start with this process first, and then once we are done with it, then we will pick one topic for today. Are we good? Okay. So the process is, I will just say, you will keep your eyes closed. I will just keep saying, put your attention on, and then I will fill in the part of the body. It will be all random, not in any sequence, and then we will just come back, do a few circles, and then we'll come back. All right, so please close your eyes and we start this body scan tour. Everybody keep your eyes closed and then we start. Put your attention on the forehead. All right. Put your attention on the nose. Okay. Put your attention on your left eyebrow. All right. Put your attention on your chin. Okay. Put your attention on your left eye. All right. Put your attention on your right eye. Okay. Put your attention on the top of the head. Okay. Put your attention on your right shoulder. Okay. Put your attention on your left ear. Okay. Put your attention on your right ear. Okay. Put your attention on the front of your neck. Okay. Put your attention on the back of your neck. All right. Put your attention on the upper back. All right. Put your attention on your right knee. Okay. Put your attention on your left arm. Okay. Put your attention on your right knee. Okay. Put your attention on your left hand. Okay. Put your attention on your right hand. Okay. Put your attention on your chest. All right. Put your attention on your stomach. Okay. Put your attention on your abdomen. Okay. Put your attention on your lower back. All right. Put your attention on your right foot. Okay. Put your attention on your left foot. Okay. Put your attention on your throat. Okay. Put your attention on your heart. Put your attention on your lungs. Okay. Put your attention on your nose. Put your attention on your kidneys. All right. Put your attention on your forehead. Okay. Put your attention on your spine. All right. Put your attention on your head. Put your attention on your brain. Okay. Put your attention on right foot. All right. Put your attention on the left foot. All right. Put your attention on the ceiling of the room. Okay, put your attention on the floor of the room. Okay, put your attention on the left wall of the room. Okay, put your attention on the right wall of the room. All right, you can open your eyes now. Just look at the two words focus and put your attention on. Focus is when you focus on something. Here you don't focus, you put attention on. When you're talking to somebody, if you focus on that person, he feels uneasy. Right? But if you give attention to that person, he feels comfortable with you. So that is the carefulness in running this process. Just put your attention casually here, there, wherever I'm saying. So this process will help you because there's two more words which we'll use. One is introvert or introversion or extroversion. So if on a particular day you are having body ache, some part, headache, or frozen shoulder, or lower back hurting, heaviness. So at that time, that body part needs your attention. If you take a painkiller, so you are avoiding that attention. So then what I'm telling you, sit down with that uneasiness in whichever part of the body is and give attention, because that body part now needs attention. So when you give attention, then you will see pain will slightly increase, or it may increase a little more than it was, but because it is telling you the extent, it is need your attention. Don't leave attention in between. Supposing you're having headache and then you put attention, it increases. That means it needs more attention. Magically, headache will disappear. Magically, pains and aches will disappear, because this is body's wake-up call to you. Hello, I'm here. Look at here. So this is one extension of what we had been doing in earlier sessions, where you just kept sitting, observing, doing nothing. But here we are just paying attention to that part which needs attention. And then once that part, that feeling is gone, then your attention will be free from it. Otherwise, what you say is the whole day today, my head was giving me problems. So the one day goes with that. But that you can minimize to minutes or sometimes to seconds, I'm telling you. The moment you think about, hey, what's happening? Hey, what happened? And then you will see that thing going away. So this is our relationship with the body. And this is part of the process of arriving at origin. So when you arrive at the physical world, so your first part is body. Now, which you have taken for granted. Right? So in granted means, you get an idea and then you just drag your body with you. You never consult your body. Should we go there? Should we do it? Do you have the capacity to do it? Are you tired? Do we ever consult our body? No, we just pull it. So this is establishing a relationship with the body. Now we will, because when we say we have to arrive at origin, our biggest friend or twin is our body, which gets neglected the most. Because when you say, I'm very ambitious, who is ambitious? You, maybe not your body. But that is the baggage which you have to take along with you. Right? What I'm saying here, does it seem right to you that you don't have good relationship with your body? You take shower, quick shower, you eat food, you said, I just throw food in and then I'm out on the road. I'm working. I just work so much. Right? But then in case you get good relationship with the body, your efficiency will increase manyfold. So in this case, I will just do continuation of it, that in our body, you will see Like in relationship with different people, you will see people have fixed kind of behavioral attitude. A few people, they are always sad. Whatever you do with them, they'll say, oh, life is miserable. Life is not good. Right? It was better in the earlier days. It was better in the previous company. It was better with the earlier spouse, whatever. They are always talking about past and they're sad. So this kind of emotional tone, I say as grief. People, those who are in grief most of the time. And when you look at their face, you can tell by looking at their expression that they are, whether they're sitting in a marriage party or a birthday, but their face is like, somebody has slapped them. So we are learning, and we're going to learn a very important lesson from here. So one who is at grief, you just cannot walk to that person and tell him, hey, come on, why you are at grief? Look at the weather, how beautiful it is. Look, everybody is happy. Why don't you also smile? He doesn't agree to that. You are not his best friend. He's looking for another person who is also having same emotion. Then both of them will sit down and say, oh, yeah. Right? So that is how they make friends with that person. So if you start spotting the emotional level of the people you are with them, so you will stop using a very common word, which is people call negative energy, negative energy. There's nothing like negative energy. Energy has different variations. So when we are talking about grief, emotion in other people, then I am also saying when you will scan body, you will see some parts of your body will be in grief. Your hand, it can be in grief. Oh, you bumped it. And then you put attention and then the grief is coming up and then you say, okay, no. See, that person whom you said, come on, it's a good day, he did not like you. So now your hand, if it is in grief because of some injury or pain, don't just tell it, okay, be well, we have to work. No. Griefy person wants you to sit next to him. Am I right? Then he wants to tell you the whole story. From the very beginning. Hua kya tha? Am I right? And if you cut short in between, he doesn't like you. Because he wants somebody who will completely listen the story with some same griefy expression. So this is one emotional level, which is very thick. You cannot move fast out of grief. And if you move a little up, and then you find people, those who are at fear, their emotional level is fear. And they spread fear. And news media, they're the best example of it. They just tell you all the bad news that's happening in the world or around you. And similarly, you will find people around you, those who are telling you a new virus has come now, which is dangerous than COVID. Okay? So then if you ask, like, who told you? And he said, my neighbor was telling. Their source of information is nothing, but then they spread fear. Similarly, in the body also, some body parts, you will see they are at fear. When you scan your throat, and then the emotion of fear will come up because maybe you get infection very fast. So then stay there for some time. Let that fear come up. So this is a self-help tool. You do not need anybody else. But if you continue this process, you will see your body's emotional energy will start improving day by day. The organs which are in grief, they will not be in grief anymore. Those which are in fear, they will not be in fear anymore. Then you will see some body parts in anger. And you also meet people, those who are in that emotion. They're angry. They're angry at the whole world. If they drop a glass or they kick in the glass which is on the way, they will just always ask, who put it there? Not like it is their fault. They always want to find out who is doing wrong things to them. So this is an emotion of anger. And if you are with a person who is mostly at anger, so you will see that you will start getting infection from that emotional energy. You will also have an attitude in which you don't like people and you say everybody is like this and that, and you want to fix the world. And similarly, in the body, you will find such emotion with some body part, which is angry, and that is called as inflammation in the body. Right? You must have heard that word. You have burning sensation in that part of the body. You feel hot in that part of the body. Does it seem interesting? So if there is a problem in life, it's not like you run faster and better and more. No. Slow down.
Slow down.
Slow down and look what is not going right. And then let it fix. And things fix by itself. So if a person is, so we'll take a very small example and which can be used everywhere. A little child or a baby, if tips over and falls, and he cries because it's hurting him. So mother comes in and mother picks up the baby and say, oh, kuch nahi hua. So everything is fine, right? And then, okay, hit the place which hit him. And then say, okay, you are a brave man. You don't cry. These are small things. Come on, play again. This is most common way of handling. Right? But the right way of handling is be quiet, because it is a moment of confusion for the person. A little baby is a moment of confusion with that. Why did he fall all of a sudden? Be quiet and then let him express what happened. What happened? Then he tells you like how he was coming and whatever language, maybe even he can't speak fully. And then you say, okay, and then you ask him to explain a little more if there's any more information. And then he cries more about it, and then he shows it's hurting here and then other places. And then after 3-4 recountings, he has no attention on falling. He's just walking away. Does it seem real? This is how exactly it happens. And the way mother was trying to handle, or any other person was trying to handle, was changing the whole thing for him. Nothing happened. You are brave. You can handle it. Same applies to all of us. If something happens to us, which is beyond our comprehension, we tip over, we fall, somebody betrayed us, we were not expecting. The answer is not, forget about it. The answer is now, sit down and look at it completely from all directions. Be with your own self. And then you will see in a very short duration of time that incident will be out of your attention. You will be free from it. If you do not do like this, then you have to tell yourself various other reasons. Okay, people betray, I don't care. I have seen people like him. I've seen like people like her. They are like that. These people are like that. You have changed the whole version of one incident in your life. And that is what we do the whole day. We keep on changing our story every day. And then what was the real story? We just forget. We don't have to remember anything in life. I'm saying all the data is going in the cloud. And whenever you need, you access it. But let the data be pure, not data which is changed and to your convenience. Then you will not be able to find the right answers of your present moment. People are using these methods professionally, because then they say you go to a professional and their help is, let's change your story. And then you tell your story, and then they change it. They say, okay, forget about it. Just now think like this. And how do you feel now? He says, I feel great. Right? And then now we will just a little bit more example. You go to your boss's room, and boss really thrashes you. Okay. And now you come out, and then because you can't speak in front of him, you come out and you are feeling humiliated and insulted, and then your face is red, and then somebody sees you on the way, says, what happened? Say, oh, nothing. Maine suna diya usko. Right? You changed it immediately. Right? And then it's okay, tell me what happened. Then you have to make up the story. He was saying this, I said this. And then this is how, now you change the version for your own sake. And now you go further, and then if somebody else asks you, then you change version again. And every time you change version, your ears, they listen to it again, and they're recording after recording after recording after recording, right? So now you are like a bold man, because you don't care about people, and then everything is good. But now whenever you see anybody in authority, your heart beats without any reason, palpitates. Though you keep up the face like that, you don't care. You have seen people like this. But then your body is not agreeing with it. So what should have happened when these kind of incidents happen in everybody's life? And then just walk away from there, sit down somewhere in solitude, not right away, maybe in the evening or next day, and let that emotion, not thought, not dialogue by dialogue, not that, only that emotion run through you. Emotion of making you feel less or small or suppression, So that emotion you will see will have earlier emotion too. When you were in school, your physical instructor, teacher did the same thing to you. Your father did the same. Those on that band, all those things will show up by itself. Because this emotion was from the earlier time also. So this emotion now needs to be put attention to, not focusing. But if you will rationalize it, then you will have something for something else, which we don't need. Right? So many years I spent with people telling them how to communication. But now I think the rest of my life, I'm going to teach them how to be silent about things. Zip it, let it process. Because we are blessed with natural processing mechanism if we give some time to whatever has happened. And in the beginning also, I just said, we are not beings, we are not human beings, we are emotional beings. We are here in this world to experience, right? Through eyes, nose, all these sense organs through which we are seeing this world, we are here to experience. And when we experience, we get an emotion. Good emotion, bad emotion, shades of emotion, If we just want to look at the word love, love is an emotion, right? And then you see so many shades of love, too much in love, madly in love, cannot live without that person. So many shades of that emotion, right? And if you go on the other side, you dislike that person, you can't stand that person, you hate that person, it's again the same emotion going on this side and on this side. So we have to experience our emotions. And as a result, you will get to a kind of framework in which you are not controlling yourself all the time, how to feel, how not to feel. You feel the way it feels. If it feels bad, it feels bad. If you're sad, you're sad. That is the natural way of taking something that happens to you. Right? There's nothing new which I have told you, but this is what is also quite a bit forgotten. By taking care of our different emotions, we are becoming more and more natural. Supposing somebody has invited you for their party and then you didn't go there. And now when they asked you, why didn't you come? You say, oh, I was so busy. That's why I couldn't come. But if you say, I didn't feel like coming, so what will happen? Nothing. You think that the person might be upset or whatever, but no, that person will start liking you more gradually because he knows that you tell the truth. Sixth sense level, we all know each other. We all are connected to each other. Right? We find out about each other's relationship, behavior with us. Then the only thing is, because of some fears which we have generated in this life, we are not being natural. We are trying to be more acceptable, so that we are more presentable, people like us, and all those things. But if you look at the net result of doing all this drama, people are more lonely or people have more friends? People are more lonely. So let's not do that. And how not to do that is this step where, you just start being with yourself. The first step is to be friends with your own self. And also bring your body in terms with yourself, because sometimes I see you're saying something and then your body doesn't come along with you. Your eyebrows go up, because body says, hey, what are you saying? It didn't happen like that. Or your fingers, they crunch like that. Or you twitch. Something happens on the physical level because body doesn't agree with what you're doing. So that is number one step which we are trying to learn here, is first step on the being level, and we just sat and we just let the silence flow through us. And on the second step, now we are addressing body. So I will say one more step and then we will do the process. Any questions still here? So this step is, I have learned 3 words, which we, again, a reminder: sorry, thank you, and I don't know. These are 3 words which we use, but we do not use it conceptually. When we say sorry, there is no emotion of sorry behind it. You say, I'm sorry. And when you say thank you, then there is no emotion backing that thank you. I do marriage counseling many a times, and when I see both the parties fighting with each other, and then I ask him, when was the last time you told her thank you? Then they both start thinking, maybe last week I told you thank you, remember where we went there? And then I told you thank you. And when was the last time you said sorry? It's all blank. And then there is the third part, which is I don't know. In the relationships, first relationship with the body, you have to be apologetic for certain things which you did to the body. You have to be thankful for body's performance with you. And the third part is something which you do not know about the body and try to find out more. Why is it behaving like this? So we will do a tour with those 3 things. And then in the relationship also, sorry and thank you, everybody is kind of aware of, and people say that they use it. How generously you use it though? Any idea? How generously you use? With the concept, with the feeling. So that is what I am trying to point out. Do not use that word very often, because that word gets diluted. But when you use it, the other person should get it. Her father got it for lifetime, right? That she was thankful. And his wife also got it, that he is generally saying what he's saying. So these words, which are a building block of any relationship, when we use them casually, like thank you and sorry, it does not help strengthening the relationship. And then you have to use it many times in a day. Right? So this is also a little reminder. And then the third, which I said, I don't know, is something extremely important, because most of the relationships, whether it is between colleagues or between spouse and siblings and anywhere, most of the relationships we just take for granted. We kind of already know, because when you do Google search, you type 2 words and then the rest 3 words Google already shows you. Google already knows. Right? So similarly, when we are close to somebody in the relationship, we already know what he's going to say. So that part completely goes out of the relationship where you say, I don't know. But I just say that, when in order to maintain relationship, there has to be an outflow and inflow. You always come up with something where you do not know something about that person. Supposing, one person wanted to buy a bag for her mother-in-law, and she bought bag and she gave her, that was a very branded bag, and she said she wasn't happy. And I said, did you ask her what she wants? She said she was talking about it all the time with her friends, and I thought this is what she wants. And that's why I bought it. But then when he checked with her, because I said, can you check with her? She said she didn't want it. She wanted something which was very simple item, but that's what she wanted. So in all the relationships, whether it is with the body or with the colleague or with the boss or with any close relationship, never ever assume that you know what the other person wants. So if that thing you start bringing in your relationship, then I don't know, you tell me, or you can say it various different ways. And then you will be surprised that how relationship is created every day. Right? Like, when a guest comes first time, and then how you are, because you don't know and you're trying to know each other. And then same thing continues in the relationship when you try to know each other. How are you doing today? Okay. How did your day go? And then listen, because you don't know. So that attitude or that concept, if you keep with yourself, it helps you grow a lot, because everybody wants that somebody else should find more about them. कोई तो हो जो उनके बारे में जानना चाहता हो. Right? Very, very simple item to remember. So anybody who is not using it, please use it as much as you can. I don't know, is something which is missing, because all of us, because of this WhatsApp forwards and all those things, we kind of in the framework of mind where we know everything. So we have to come to a point where we do not know. Okay, so we will do one more body scan with I will try to differentiate between thank you and gratitude a little bit. Gratitude is a word which is people are using most of the time, say express gratitude and express thank you. So what is the difference? And according to me, gratitude is an expression going towards you. Thank you is you feel thankful. It is inwards flow. Thank you. You say that. And you say thank you. And you express gratitude. So this is a minor difference, but then the research is being done in Harvard and Stanford on the flow of gratitude, because it is such a healing flow. So that is what we are going to give to our body now. So I will just do the same way. I will say express gratitude to. And I will put the different body parts, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. So close your eyes and we'll start. Express gratitude to your head. Okay. Express gratitude to your eyes. All right. Express gratitude to your nose. Okay. Express gratitude to your neck. All right. Express gratitude to your upper back. Okay. Express gratitude to your lower back. Express gratitude to your left arm. Express gratitude to your right arm. Express gratitude to your stomach. Express gratitude to your chest. Express gratitude to your lower back. Express gratitude to your right leg. Express gratitude to your left leg. Express gratitude to your right knee. Express gratitude to your left knee. Express gratitude to your right foot. Express gratitude to your left foot. Express gratitude to your brain, your throat, your vocal cords, your ears, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys. Express gratitude to the whole body. Express sorry if anything, any part needs sorry. Express gratitude to your sixth sense. You can open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed this trip too. So I want to leave you with one tip for today's session is that, I want to leave you with your wisdom. Right? That is the biggest gift I will bring to you in our sessions here. That, you just sit down and then you just let your figure out what part of the body needs more attention. And it will always tell you. Right? So then just walk along with it, because I gave you a guided tour. Sometimes people tell me make an app and this and that, because that will again become conditioning. You know which part is coming now, because if you listen to the app 2-3 times, your attention just starts going there already. You know that which part now I will say. So that's why I keep it random. And so when you do it yourself, just sit with it, and then body will speak to you, and then pick that part and then let it take you. So that is what is the basic cycle of wisdom of handling yourself and being the companion with the body. Now, nothing forced on the body. Now go to heart, go to lungs. No. Natural music, listen to it. Okay.